everybody. It is Wednesday. Not sure what date it is, but it's Wednesday. The week of Subriel's fight. After his fight, sorry. Because I'm not sure what fucking date it is. I think it's like I think today's the 17th or 18th or something like that. Anyway, I've been meaning to drop a reaction video of Subriel Matias versus Liam Paro. I just wanted to give Liam Paro his props for defeating Subriel Matias because he deserves it. He did everything he was supposed to do to defeat Subriel Matias. So kudos to Liam Paro. But I want to talk about more of Matias than Liam Paro. So I'll be talking about both of them in this video, back and forth. So just stay put and please understand. So as far as for Subriel Matias, I don't think he's done. I think he did fail to perform. You know, Subriel Matias underperformed. He didn't perform like he usually does, and that's not to take away anything from Liam Paro. You know, because Liam Paro, like I've said in my other video, that he's not a pushover, he's not a bum. This guy can fight, and he'll give anybody problems, and I believe he can unify the belts because he's that good. You know, it's just Subriel Matias' fault for taking him lightly. You know what I mean? Maybe he didn't take him lightly, but he definitely showed laziness in his fight, and that's kind of what I want to talk about because, and I know what some people might say is that, oh, he couldn't because he's trash, right? That's not true. Alright, y'all, people who want to say that just need to don't even fucking watch this video. You know, just stay hating, make your own videos. But anyway, it's not so much of, you know, Liam Paro's skills that he ain't able to do it. It's that he had many opportunities to perform and do more damage is what I want to say. He had every opportunity to do more damage and he chose not to, or he either felt lazy or he was too comfortable in the fight to not do so. You know what I mean? Like at times when Liam Paro would clinch him, he didn't make any effort whatsoever to get out of the clinch or throw punches in the clinch. You know what I mean? He did fight during like the middle rounds, which I thought he won most of the middle rounds. But what really hurt him is not showing out in the 11th and the 12th round, because he could have probably got a draw if he would have showed up at the 11th and the 12th. For some reason, he just didn't, it's like he didn't have the drive to fight. I don't understand, you know what I mean? And it's not because he was hurt or he was tired. It's none of that. Because he looked fine. I mean, yeah, he was getting hit a lot, but he always gets hit a lot by harder and better punchers than Paro. And I'm not saying Paro's not a good puncher, because he is. You know what I mean? He's a very good puncher. But Ergashev is a better puncher and a harder puncher. And so is Jeremias Ponce. is a better puncher and a harder puncher than Liam Paro. You know what I mean? So the thing is, Subriel Matias showed a lack of power too. I don't know if y'all saw that, but that wasn't like he didn't throw with the intention that he's thrown like he throws in his past fights. He didn't throw with intensity. He didn't have that intensity. You know what I mean? It's almost like he was comfortable. He was too happy. He was too happy for this fight. And I don't know what happened in this. I don't know what happened in this training camp, but his jab, like he didn't follow up in his jabs too, because he landed some very good jabs. You know, he threw some double jabs, but just didn't follow up. He hurt. All right, at the times when he had Liam Paro hurt, he didn't follow up. You know what I mean? And yeah, he hurt Paro a couple times towards the end of the round, which I understand why he couldn't finish him, because it was at the end of the round. But there was a couple times too that he hurt him in the middle of the rounds, where he could have put more steam in his punches, and he didn't. He was just fighting lazy. You know what I mean? And that cost him the fight. Letting Liam Paro clinch, letting Liam Paro push him, and he was just letting him push, which Matias is the stronger fighter, you know? And to me, he looked bigger than Liam Paro. Like he's a little taller, he's physically stronger than Liam Paro. You know what I mean? Liam Paro does bring a lot of skills. Like I said in my previous fight versus when I dropped the video about Liam Paro or Subriel Matias versus Liam Paro, my thoughts on it. I guess you would call it a prediction. Anyway, I said he was no pushover, and he brings a lot of skills, and he's gonna give Matias a good fight. And I did say at one point, am I giving Liam Paro too much credit? Which I wasn't, because that's how I felt, because he is a very skilled fighter. But Matias is stronger, like I said. He's stronger, he's faster, you know, and to me, he does possess the better attributes, which he didn't use. He didn't use his attributes, which he usually does. That's what I'm saying. Like, I just find that strange, man. Like, there was like no effort in this fight, and he was at home. It almost reminded me of the Joshua Clottey and Manny Pacquiao fight. And I'm not saying that Matias got paid to take a dive, because it kind of don't make sense for him to take a dive. But I mean, I don't know their agenda. Anyway, I'm not gonna say all that. You know what I mean? Because there's no proof, and I just don't believe he really would do that. But you never know. It just seems that way, because like I said, there was just lack of urgency, lack of drive. It was almost like he didn't want to win. You know what I mean? I want you guys to comment and leave your thoughts on there. I don't think Matias is done though. I don't think this is the last of Matias, because I've been watching some videos, and there's people that are talking shit that I say, haha, I told you, you already know who this is, that called him a human punching bag. You know what I mean? Sure, you can say whatever you want. That's how it looks to you. But truthfully, it's a second loss, and I think he's still got some years ahead of him. At least 5 years. I think he can still perform. There's many fighters that still fight especially Matias. Matias looks like he's always in good shape anyway. Minus this fight. This was a bad performance. Fought at home and underperformed. The lack of will, I would say. So it's a little disappointing. And I still believe that he's capable of beating everybody at 140. So I'm going to stand on that because I made a video saying Matias beats everybody at 140. And I'm pretty sure I was talking about the belt holders is everybody. And I think I mentioned that in that video. But that's what I mean. I still think he beats the top guys. He's capable of beating all the top guys at 140. I still stand on that. Despite his loss, I still stand on that. I still say Subriel Matias beats everybody at 140 because he is capable. And I really want him to get a rematch against Liam Paro. And I know what people are going to say, oh, it wasn't even a close fight. He's not going to deserve a rematch. He doesn't deserve a rematch. He doesn't deserve this. He doesn't deserve that. Y'all could just put a fucking sock in it. All right? I think everybody deserves a second chance based on their performance. You know? It's not like he wasn't competitive, because he was competitive. I don't know how y'all saw the fight, but it was a good fight. Yeah, Liam, I mean, I had it 8 rounds to 4 for Liam. You know? Because the last two rounds, it really disappointed me how Matias didn't show out in those last 2 rounds. Because I had Liam winning both of those rounds. And I feel like that's another reason, or that's another factor that cost him the fight, was those last 2 rounds, because I feel like he won the middle rounds. He lost the first few rounds. I thought he kind of won the third and fourth. I'd have to go back because I still haven't watched it again. So I might have another opinion on that on the scores. But I was watching the Tank fight and the Matias fight at the same time, and that was kind of hard to do, you know. But I was paying attention more. I was paying more attention to the Matias fight because I was more interested in that than Frank Martin versus or Gervonta Davis versus Frank Martin. You gotta say his name first. And I predicted that right. Now, I don't remember what round it was, but I did predict, I think I called the 8th round stoppage. I don't know if y'all can go back and check out that video, but I gave my thoughts about it, and I picked Tank Davis to knock him out via stoppage. I was right. You know, I'm not always right, but most of the time I am. Most of the time. See, I'll be honest. Anyway, y'all should check that one out because I got that one right. Oh, yeah, and I got another fight coming up that everybody's underlooking. The Pitbull Cruz versus El Rayo, which is Jose Valenzuela, if y'all don't know who he is. He has a couple losses as well. He got stopped by Edwin De Los Santos when he was down at 135, and now he's up at 140. I got Valenzuela beating Pitbull Cruz, and I don't think this fight's going to be close at all. I think Valenzuela's going to beat his ass. I honestly do. There's a big size difference, and I guess I'll give another take on this video too. I might as well. Fuck it. I'm talking about him, right? So the only chance I give Pitbull Cruz is his overhand right. Is if he catches Valenzuela, which, you know, Valenzuela does have some holes in his defense, but I feel like he is getting a little bit better each fight. I always see something just a little bit better in his defense. He's keeping his hands up more, like, you know what I mean? He's changing some things because he's a young fighter, so he's able to do that. You know, it's the older fighters that are harder to change. Anyway, I got Jose Valenzuela beating him. I want to know what y'all think about that fight too, because I feel like he's gonna be the new champion. I don't think Pitbull Cruz is gonna stay at 140. You know what I mean? I don't think he does. I don't think Pitbull Cruz does anything at 140. I could be wrong. Who knows? I just don't think he's skilled like that. You know what I mean? And I know what y'all gonna say. Oh, but Matias is. Yeah, I think Matias is more skilled than Pitbull Cruz. I think he's a better fighter than Pitbull Cruz. Like I said, I still think Matias beats everybody at 140, despite his loss, because he can come back. I think he'll come back, rematch Paro, knock out Paro, because he could have, because he had Paro hurt a few times, like a handful of times he hurt Paro. Anyway, I think Valenzuela is going to be the new WBA champion. I want to know y'all take on that as well. Yeah, man, let me know what y'all think about that, man. Let me know what y'all think. I want to hear your comments. I want to hear your opinions. You think Subriel Matias comes back? I think he comes back. And I want him to get that rematch. Because I'm going to call him, if he gets this rematch and wins, his new nickname's going to be the Avenger. Because he's avenging his losses. I respect that in any fighter that avenges his loss, I respect that. Like Valenzuela when he lost to Chris Colbert. Came back and knocked him out. Because he lost the decision. Anyway, that was at 135. I think Jose Valenzuela is going to do a lot better at 140. You know what I mean? Because he's a tall dude. He's a big guy. He's a big 140 pounder. He's a big 135 pounder. Was. And now he's at 140, and he's a big 140. So we'll see how he does. He's pretty good, man. He can punch. He's a good puncher. Another reason why, and he's got speed. He's got the speed advantage. He could box when he wants to. You know, that's Jose Valenzuela, by the way, who I'm talking about. I don't know if I said his name. But yeah, back on Subriel Matias. I really want to hear y'all's opinion. I just think he underperformed, like I was saying. He underperformed, and he had the lack of will. He didn't have the will. There's something happened. I don't know what's up, but that was not Matias. You know what I mean? His power wasn't there either. You know? It's just sad. It's a little sad. But I think it might be hard for him to get back if they don't give him a chance. You know what I'm saying? Do you think they'll give him a chance? You think he'll get another title shot? I think he deserves a rematch to show us what really happened. You know what I mean? Anyway, let me know y'all take, man. This is JDL Boxing, dog. I'm out.